I want to thank everyone for putting on today's summit. I'm really looking forward to discussing Arizona's most vital natural resource. And of course, you know, with the title of the summit, I'm talking about water. At first, I want to say a special thanks to the United States Chamber of Commerce and the Arizona Chamber of Commerce for hosting this event and continuing to talk about this topic. The title of today's summit reminds us of the principle that has hit home with me time and again during my trip to Israel in 2015, and that's that innovation is not limited to water technology. It's also critical to water policy. When you look at all that Arizona has accomplished in the last 4 years, 278 new private sector jobs, our lowest unemployment rate in over a decade, a booming population, and today we enjoy lunch in the fastest growing county in the country. There's 3,144 of them in these United States. Arizona's future is incredibly bright, and water is absolutely key to the health, strength, and vitality of that future. For generations, we've been very fortunate. Arizona's leaders, both in Congress and at the state level, have stepped in to the forefront to make the difficult decisions necessary to protect Arizona's water supplies. And you just heard from the man who most recently has led on the water front, Senator John Kyle. So it goes without saying that Arizona must be resourceful when dealing on our most pressing challenge. And this is a decades-long drought on the Colorado River, the source of about 40% of Arizona's entire water supply. Historically, issues surrounding the Colorado River were resolved through conflict and litigation. We're attempting to do something different today, and that's work collaboratively with those who share the resources, the 6 other basin states, and our neighbor to the south, our largest trading partner, Mexico. Today, we've proposed an interstate plan, the Drought Contingency Plan. You know it as the DCP, which epitomizes this collaborative approach. The DCP honors our commitment to a more than century of careful planning going back earlier than our territorial era. It also provides for collective action by basin states, the U.S., Mexico, to help protect Lake Mead from declining to critically low levels, avoiding potentially catastrophic reductions to Arizona's water supplies, threatening Arizona's rapid economic growth. With current conditions, including drought and declining water levels in the Colorado River system's largest reservoirs, we really have no time to spare here. The time to protect the integrity of the Colorado River water supplies is right now. Implementing this interstate DCP within Arizona will require sacrifice across multiple sectors. Within Arizona, we must agree to share the pain of reductions to our Colorado River allocation. It's imperative that the choices associated with those reductions are made with a long and broad view of the state's best interests. My administration, this legislature, and the stakeholders have been working hard to develop Arizona's plan. And I want to thank all of you for the hard work, dedication, and commitment that has gone into bringing this plan to life. There's more left to do. Stakeholders must reach a consensus on this plan and urge the legislature to ratify the DCP. Water users within Arizona have diverse wants and needs, and those needs must be balanced with the overall needs of the state of Arizona. That's why my team has worked closely with all sectors to conclude Arizona's DCP plan. The hard work isn't done. Several details must still be worked out, but I believe, and I know everyone in this room knows, we are very close. Our residents expect us to work together to secure Arizona's water future for the generations to come. Now, let me be clear. I will not agree to any proposal that fails to live up to certain principles: protecting Lake Mead, transitioning to a drier future, and balancing the interests of all water users. On November 29th, a viable plan was presented to Arizona stakeholders. This plan is consistent with these key principles. I've advocated for this plan and the result of working together to develop these responsible solutions that are right in front of us. With the introduction of this plan, one that addresses Arizona's broad-ranging interests, I'm convinced that we can get this done, and now is the time to get this done. To that end, I've committed to include an additional $30 million in the state's budget to get this done. This is critical. We know how important this is. We know that this plan is equitable, and we know it provides the most important thing, and that's certainty for Arizona Water's users in our near future. We anticipate that Arizona will face a drier future. This plan will help Arizona Water users make the transition to that future while continuing to ensure our economic growth. To be sure, the plan is complex, but water policy in the Southwest has always been complex. Only our plan balances the goal of protecting elevations in Lake Mead while providing an appropriate level of mitigation to water users. Other, more simplistic plans would undermine the goal of the DCP, which is to stabilize and protect the integrity of Lake Mead. Now, let me repeat this. I will reject any plan or policy that comes across my desk if it fails to adhere to the principles I've outlined. It's simple. Now, I know that you're all as passionate about this as I am and hold in the highest regard the objective of securing Arizona's water future. And we're here today to find those solutions. That's why I'm asking each one of you to please join me in support of Arizona's Drought Contingency Plan to realize and to communicate to your friends, neighbors, peers, and associates that the time is now to get this done. And just as Arizona trailblazers have done before our time, we must rise to the occasion, come together, and complete the task. Thank you. I wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy Hanukkah. Let's get this water DCP done. Thank you.